children. How do you do? How's the things are going? Are you all happy there? Very good. Okay. Did you read the story? Did you all read the story? In the last class I told you to read the story 2 times. Which story? Which story we are discussing now? Yes, the mice that ate the balance. Okay. So, do you all finished reading? Yes. Okay, very good. Then, shall we move on to the next part? Shall we move on to the next page of the story? Are you all ready? Very good. Before that, let's discuss what we studied or what we discussed in the last class. Okay, so let us discuss some questions from that story. Okay, so tell me, who was Jiva? Jiva was one of the main important character in that story. Okay, then tell me, who was Jiva? Yes, Jiva was a wealthy or rich merchant who lived in a village. Right? Yes, very good. Then what happened to him? Yes, due to the heavy rain, the river was flooded. Then the heavy rain and the flood destroyed everything which he had. Right? The heavy rain and flood destroyed people, houses, cattle, farming, his crops and everything. Everything he destroyed due to the heavy rain. Okay. Then what did he decide? Yes. Then he decided to go to the town. Okay. Then he decided to go to the town to start a new business to earn more money. He lost everything in the rain, in the flood. So he decided to go to town to try his luck or to start a new business. Okay. Then what did he do? Did he go to the town? Yes. There was an iron balance with him. Do you remember the iron balance? It was a heavy iron balance, right? Yes. The iron balance was given by his father. Okay. So he was not able to carry this heavy iron balance to the town. So he decided to keep the iron balance with his friend Janak. Yes, do you remember Janak? Yes, Janak was the close friend of Jiva. Okay, so he decided to keep it with Janak. Then did he go to Janak's home? Did he go to Janak's home? Yes, he went to Janak's home and he said to Janak that, Janak, please keep this iron balance with you because I'm going to town. I lost everything. I lost my money. I lost my business. I lost my crops and everything. So I'm going to town to try my luck. Okay, so you please keep this iron balance with you. Then what was the reply of Janak? He said, yes, my friend, I'm ready to keep the iron balance with me. You go to the town. You please go to the town, and when you return from the town, I will give this iron balance to you. So don't worry about that. You please go and try your luck. Okay. So my dear children, that much we discussed in the last class. Now we move on to the next part. Are you all ready? Do you want to know what happened to Jiva then? Yes, very good. Let's move on to the next part. So my dear children, all of you take page number 20. Okay, page number 20. We are going to discuss the rest of the parts. Page number 20, paragraph number 2. Okay. A few years passed by. By this time, Jiva had earned a lot of money. He returned to his village and went to his friend Janak's house. Janak was very happy to meet Jiva. Both the friends talked for hours. When it was time to leave, Jiva asked his friend to return his iron balance. At this, Janak looked sad and said, "Friend, I'm sorry to say that I don't have your balance. There are a lot of mice in my house. They ate up your balance." So what we discussed in the last paragraph, yes, Jiva went to town. Okay, then he started a new business there and he earned a lot of money. Then days passed, months passed and years passed. After a few years, Jiva came back. He came back to his village. Okay, he returned to his village after earning lot of money. Okay, then when he returned to the village, he went to Janak's home. He went to Janak's home and that time Janak was very happy to see Jiva. After a long time they are meeting together. So Janak was happy to meet Jiva and they talked for hour. They talked many things. Okay. Then what happened? Then it was about to leave, about to go. Jiva was about to go. He was about to leave. That time he asked about his iron balance. Jiva asked, "Janak, where is my iron balance? Please give me that. I'm going to my home. Please give me my iron balance." That time, Janak looked very sad. Okay. Janak looked very sad. He was looking like gloomy and he said, "I'm sorry to say that your iron balance is not with me now." Then what happened to iron balance? He said, what was the reason? He said, he said that there are lot of mice in my home. Jiva, there are lot of mice in my home and the iron balance was eaten by them. Who was eaten iron balance? The mice. Do you think the mice can eat iron balance? Do you think so? So this was the reason said by Janak. Jiva was surprised. He could not believe this at all. How can mice eat iron? He thought to himself. He said, "Never mind, Janak. Let us forget about it." Janak was happy that Jiva believed his words. So, this time, Jiva was surprised by hearing this. What did Janak say? He said, the iron balance was eaten by mice. So, Jiva was surprised and he said, but he didn't say anything. Instead, he said, don't worry about this, Janak. It's okay. Never mind. It's okay. No problem." Who said this? Jiva said to Janak. That time Janak, he became happy. Why he became happy? Because he thought like, yeah, I could make him fool. He is a fool. I said him a lie that the mice had eaten the iron balance. But this fool man, This fool friend believed my words. So this man, Janak, became happy. Okay, my dear children, now we move on to the next paragraph. Okay, can you follow me? Okay, all of you look at your textbook and go through the lines, go through the paragraphs when I explain the story. Okay, then you can easily understand. Okay. Okay, now we move on to the next paragraph. While leaving, Jiva said to Janak, "My wife has made delicious sweets. Could you please send your son with me? I would like to send some for you also." Happily, Janak asked his son to go along with Jiva. Then what happened, Then he said, Jiva said, "Don't worry about that, Janak. It's not a problem. Okay, it's okay. Don't worry." And Janak became happy because this man, Jiva, believed his words. Okay. Then he was about to return. He was about to return to his home. That time, Jiva said to Janak that, "Janak, my wife has made delicious sweets today." Okay, Janak, my wife has made, she has prepared delicious sweets. You know what is delicious? The meaning of the word delicious. See, delicious means tasty, toothsome. Okay, yes. So he said that my wife has prepared very delicious or tasty food or tasty sweets today. So, could you please send your son with me? Could you please send your son with me? Then I can send some sweets for you also. I would like to send some sweets for you also because you are my close friend, right? Janak, you are my close friend. So I would like to send some sweets for you also. Please send your son with me. Okay, then I can send some for you. That time, what did Janak said? Janak was again happy. He was again happy. He said to his child that, dear child or dear son, you please go with Jiva. He will give you some sweets and come back home soon. Okay, you please go with Jiva and he will give you some sweets and come back home soon. Thus, Jiva and Janak's son returned to their village, returned to Jiva's home. Okay, now we move on to the next page. All of you listen carefully. When Janak's son did not return for a few hours, he went to Jiva and asked, "Jiva, where's my son?" "I'm sorry," said Jiva. "While I was coming, a big eagle swooped down upon him and carried him away." "What nonsense!" shouted Janak. "How can an eagle carry off a young boy?" Then what happened, Then the time passed by. It was getting late and Janak's son didn't come back to his home. Janak's son did not come back to his home and it was getting late. It was getting evening. So this Janak went to Jiva's home and asked to Jiva, "Jiva, where is my son? He didn't get back to home yet. Where is my son?" That time, Jiva said to Janak that, I'm sorry, my friend. You know what happened? While we were coming to my home, a big eagle, who is eagle? Yes, eagle is a big bird. Okay, bird. Okay. A big eagle came and it swooped down upon him and carried him away. See, the meaning of swooped, moved rapidly downwards through the air. Especially this swooping is always done by birds. Okay, so a big eagle came and it pounced or pounced or swooped your son. The time this man became angry, he started to shout. Who? Chanak. He said, "What nonsense you are speaking, man? What nonsense you are telling? How can an eagle carry off a young boy? Because eagle is as a bird. How can an eagle carry off a young boy? My child is a young boy. How can an eagle carry my young boy?" He became angry. Who? Chanak. Okay. So my dear children, now we wind up our class here. Again, I do a work to do that. You read the chapter 2 times what we discussed today. Till what we discussed today. Okay. So, all of you read the chapter 2 times. Will you read? Yes, very good. I know that you all are wonderful, smart children. So, do the work, read it 2 times, and we will be meeting in the next class. Till then, bye.